Surprisingly, Lucky Star has given us quite a bit to think about. Are ghosts real? Do they hover around, judging you for your actions and how you live your life? I kinda hope not. People judge me enough as it is. But getting a little more understanding of some of the characters. Not everyone's lives are hunky-dory, everything goes fine. There are people out there missing certain family members. Sure, it wasn't too involved or in-depth, but at least in this instance, Kanata was relatively content. I wonder if anything will change for the final episode of this one. And if there'll be any salvation for the Lucky Corner. But considering, we started them off in school, then going through the years, is it going to finish with graduation? Or just a question mark on the exam results? Also, with the fact that this was just started off as a conversation between friends talking about random inane nonsense, getting the same kind of story from different friend groups like we've been getting kind of shows that we're all relatively the same. Use her computer at your own risk. Do you need to speak out loud when typing? Let's not. The less said about her computer, the better. Especially with autocomplete and registered kind of common words. Right sites. Quite a few exclamation marks in all of that. I mean, transfer speeds are getting faster and faster. Just how many images does she have? Was it because he ran out of water for that? But that was a rather high-detailed cup of ramen, and trying to remember the director's name. The style of editing. Fast cuts. Also, what was that music? It sounded reminiscent of something. Just being friends with close by perked her right up. Wait, did we need the arrows? Just completely ignored for as much as possible. Just people with... Why are you here? People in this family have bad constitution, apparently. A true genius there. Probably best not to get in the middle of that conversation. Well then, better get to practicing. Is she going to have to punish herself for imagining that scenario? At least she's been getting a load more inspirations for future drawings. Not for the best. What's with this music of sage advice playing? Okay. Any reason why we have the tearaway? And he's going through them really quick. And now you'll burst through the entire pack because you don't want to see the dentist. Just one isn't good enough. Really, wow, full good 10 seconds of her chewing. How do you just manage to knock a filling out by chewing gum? And what? We'd got new drawings to visualize, or to see. Why else would she... Why can't I think of a word? Of course she read them. I don't think they'd see that relation, though. They seem rather oblivious to it. And if you want to watch it, then you're gonna have to stay up. It might help on your schoolwork. She knows too well. Just, oh yeah, that's fine, I'll do it later. That later never comes. Beep, beep, beep. Yeah, not immediately just hanging up again. Nothing to worry about. So let him just get his drill. I think the worst part of seeing a dentist is the paying for it. Do they? I don't think we needed another little story moment to inform us of how her brain works. He has standards. I feel like they're watching the show for two different reasons. And what are their comments going to be on when they see someone that doesn't match up to their expectations? Having fun even though you do suck. How long is that attitude going to last? The real goal is having fun. Oh no, you haven't, have you? A very specific niche part. Spreading the soul of Japan to America. I feel like that has been achieved, actually. Nope. Don't know any of those references. That felt like she was telling her off for only listening to anime songs. Of course, manga and anime take the same level of priority as cooking or cleaning. That's where you're wrong. Launch into the full speech about maids and like another offset of Kobayashi. So you'd have to be a bit more forceful. No. No fried foods. At least the dog is having a good life. Is there anything wrong with playing with your pets like that? Taking them back yourself? That would never happen. She is looked at so flawlessly. How can she ever live up to everyone's expectations? I see. Just leave each time you're a new customer. She either has a very, very short-term memory or is abusing the system. So I'm seeing some of the posters in the background there. I agree. Mecha has never been really something that's caught my eye. She's so boisterous. You can rely on her to not let you down. They're just trying to get you to stop shouting or being so loud. I wonder if the other, the workers at the store will put out their best effort to try and get her to buy something this time. I mean, depending on what you're looking for in those certain bookstores. What's that? Oh, you had to get it because of the visuals. I mean, the covers can catch your eye. I wouldn't buy something solely based on that. I mean, she has didn't cover her face at all when she was sneezing there. She was also somewhat... There was a vast difference there. Hopefully we're not just going to get a series of sneezes for the various characters now. Well, it's usually the composed, quiet ones that can get terrifying. And she says it with no fear. That's going to be a photo finish. While she's trying to pay attention to her book, it'd be quite annoying having someone constantly trying to talk to you while you're doing something, but they should pretend as though you're listening. Something completely above board and now how is your evening going to be ruined? it's been... yeah... Hello? Not how I expected. Not how I expected the lucky corner to go. Being punished for breaking the set. I mean, rather than some normal producer or anything having a talking down by someone like that, you might not misbehave all too often. Speak up. It doesn't sound like she really means it. Her expression really smoothed out after not needing to be so scary. Is her driving going to be better than some other characters we've seen in this show? Go. Go down. I don't think the set needed to be destroyed anymore. Didn't really need to drive through it. A battle for the ages. The replays, the sped up footage, the choreography of this fight. How could we ever top this? Also with the song playing along to this scene, it's so touching. They really have kind of started to run out of ideas, haven't they? Couldn't have happened sooner. Please, can we double tap? Make sure he's dead this time. I do like how this is an actual school, or pretty much anything else where no one's actually really paying attention. But whether we're trying our best to ignore someone or giving far too many compliments while they're in earshot, it's never quite as amusing to see as when we're watching Lucky Star. And with the last episode coming right up, well, I'm at a loss. What am I going to do once it's no longer on my screen? I'll just have to remember back to when I had friends. That's enough of that. And whether you're on the search for a new CD, book, anime, anything in between really, do you pay attention more than just the visuals? I at least read what it is, like the blurb on the back. Maybe the first line or two of it, but still, I try to read it. And if I did the same thing for Lucky Star, then maybe I would never have seen it in the first place. My life would have been so much better. Now, of course, Lucky Star has earned itself a right amongst the pantheon of things I've watched, especially with how relatable quite a few of the conversations and things we've seen were. I look forward to the future and how it makes me feel even worse about myself than I already do. Of course, if the characters like that can get along, fine. I'm sure I can too. So whether you're getting over an illness, laying up in bed waiting for friends to come around, or just sitting playing games, as we all know, the healthiest way to get better, make sure to look after yourself, because there's plenty more anime. So if you enjoyed this one, let me know. Leaving a like and a comment down below helps out the video, helps out me. Subscribing, get some more episodes that you might have missed otherwise. But for now, get yourself some rest. See you in the next one. Sometimes it feels as though I'm only slightly paying attention, so if you want to hold me to account of it, consider joining onto my Patreon, because there's very little chance I'll be able to ignore your presence in that situation. And ultimately, I need to thank Electricant, Arthur, Noku, Raywin, Kite, Sal, Shiwan, Mecha, Matt, Stinsfire, Girly, Saltytron, Cardboard, Croyville, Dark Shadow 7899, Alvin Garcia, Santiago, and everyone else. Because for some reason, they all still put up with me and my channel.